cowards.
Stop spicing it up each time.
Yeah, it's something we need to do every now and then. Changes the spice of life. So we just want to firstly say a massive thank you for the response to our last episode. We have just been absolutely swamped with messages from you guys, and we hear you. I'm sorry we don't have the time to really respond to everyone, but we really appreciate it. And it's good to know that, some of you are out there standing behind me in solidarity.
It's good to have a change in the wind.
Yeah. I think that's like it for that. We're not really going to keep commenting on it in terms of we don't want to be flogging a dead horse. Lucinda's management, we've heard through the grapevine, have said that Lucinda won't be making any comments on it. So
just goes to show, doesn't it? I suppose the evidence is pretty damning. She probably is doing the right thing because I don't think anything she can say or do can, rectify the situation.
Yeah.
I think on her Instagram stories there was photos of her on the same boat as this guy and everything. So it's pretty obvious that that's what happened.
The writing's on the wall, but I don't want to keep posting screenshots and stuff, and it's just it's
You'd
done.
be there for days. You've got a lot of them.
Yeah.
You didn't even touch the bottom of the surface.
I sent Trent all of the screenshots I have, and there are many from different people as well, confirming the events that happened. So
we're talking management screenshots.
So I told you guys in the last episode that I had an argument in New Year's with her management on the phone about posting her. I've got screenshots apologising to the management for the argument and saying I'll stop posting her.
There's evidence for everything.
So we're good, guys. We're good. We're covered. She's covered herself by not saying anything. So.
Well, is that covering or is that just,
Yeah, but let's not hate the player.
Silence.
Let's just hate the game.
What was your famous quote on Love Island?
She's been playing chess.
We've been playing checkers.
No, but she's a terrible chess player.
Yeah.
But yeah, so today we've got a bit of an interesting episode. So we were meant to have a very interesting guest that would have been hilarious. Unfortunately, she's down with the sickness and...
I knew you were going to say that. But she's coming next week.
Yeah. So hopefully we're going to get her in next week. She hasn't ghosted us.
Like all your other women in your life. Finally one girl that hasn't ghosted you.
Yeah, she's not the first. So this week we were thinking, what can we talk about that is absolutely riveting for thy soul? First and foremost...
Naked Twister.
Don't tempt me.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
So first and foremost, we're just going to read out some situations we posted on our story to submit your Am I the Assholes, and this week they're wild. These are the weirdest ones I think I've seen out of any of the ones we've been sent. Things are about to get pretty weird.
Some pretty crazy shit that goes on out there.
You guys, I wonder what people do.
It makes us feel normal.
It actually makes me realise that my life is...
It's not that bad.
Not that bad at all.
It's pretty bad, but not that bad.
It's pretty bad, conspiracies and secret plots.
A lot of head noise over there, guys.
Yeah, so without further ado, I'll read the first one. Our main man, the Warhammer. He's gonna...
It's the war vet, but...
Yeah, he's gonna read the second one. So this one was submitted from... We've told you we'd keep it anonymous, but this one was submitted from...
And her address is...
her Instagram handle, her age, and her... No,
and
we
her
wouldn't
car
do that.
registration.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that, although it is tempting.
Could you imagine if we come out and just exposed everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be wild.
All right. This one is titled, Am I the Asshole for Taking $500 from My Ex-Boyfriend? First off, very sinister way to start a conversation. It's not looking good. She's fighting an uphill battle from here.
They've drawn us in with that.
Hey guys, massive fan here. Here's my little psycho story for you. My partner, aged 24, and I, aged 23, were dating for 2 years. Our relationship, like most, was a bit rocky and seemed to have the reoccurring issue of him being on OnlyFans. I'm a pretty reasonable person, I'd like to believe, but viewed having OnlyFans as a boundary I did not like. Okay, so I don't think he's posting on OnlyFans. I think he's subscribing.
That's cheating.
My boyfriend of the time was subscribed to multiple women and didn't see the harm of it as he was using it for porn. As most delusional girlies, I believed him as I was not familiar with the site nor had any knowledge that you could message people privately. We had this continuous argument for about a year of him not only buying/subscribing to multiple women's OnlyFans, but also sexting these individuals. Some of these women would be his ex-girlfriends, his mates' ex-girlfriends, people we both went to school together with, we both attended the same school, and some random top-ranking girls. It's not looking good, buddy.
At least he's sprinkling the money around. He's putting food on their tables to a lot of women.
This affected our relationship, but also our sex life together. Once I found out that he was sexting women on the site, I explained to him that I believed it's cheating and he has to choose that or me. Hell yeah, pop off.
I can't believe she's giving him a second chance after that.
For about a couple of months, everything was fine until I see that he was sexting his ex-girlfriend on OnlyFans. I felt sick to my stomach finding out he's not only been sexting her, but also cheating on me with her on days he's told me he wasn't available to see me. After finding this out at my family's Christmas dinner, I decided, like most crazy gals, to transfer myself $500 as commission for all the damage this man has put me through.
That's bare minimum.
If he can pay for girls' OnlyFans, roughly added up to this, his weekly spending on the site, then why wouldn't he spend this money on me? I gave him plenty of opportunities to do the right thing after attempting to leave him, after he's cried to me saying he only wants me and will do better. Am I the asshole for transferring the $500? That's a lot to unpack.
Well, I've got a lot of things that I'm thinking about this because it is stealing. Like, if she's stolen $500, and I don't know whether she's a silly one for giving him a second chance after he's already doing this. Once a cheater, always a cheater, because I think it's cheating. Mm-hmm. And she's giving him a second chance after she's caught him on OnlyFans. So I think she's a little bit delulu.
Really?
Yeah.
You think she's the asshole?
Nah, I don't know. Like, I'm in two minds. Like, I think it's funny that she took $500, but I think, like, she's a bit delulu giving him a second chance, thinking that he would change.
Yeah. I think it's definitely cheating.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think it's inexcusable. I think even if you're a single guy paying for OnlyFans, you've got problems.
Yeah. That's the same as messaging a DJ. Cheating. I'll put it in the same category.
Yeah. So, so I would say being subscribed to anyone on OnlyFans is cheating.
Hell yeah.
But then would we categorize as regular porn as cheating?
Yeah, I think I don't know. That's a hard one.
Stopped you in your tracks there, didn't I? No, I think OnlyFans is cheating, and I think...
Especially, he's messaging these girls.
$500 a week on subscriptions.
That's wild.
How many people was he subscribed to?
That's wild. We're in the wrong industry, Zach.
That's wild. But then he's private messaging them, so this guy's a dirtbag, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think she's a little bit silly for giving him a second
chance. And I actually
chance.
think he's got some serious issues on top of that. It's worse than gambling.
He's a horny little bastard.
It's worse than gambling. You should get something back from gambling.
Potentially, yeah.
Because, you know, something I've learned from people in the industry of OnlyFans, they're not the ones writing the messages.
And they don't care who you are or what you have to say. They're going to tell you have a massive dong. They
have someone in the Philippines or Calcutta in India replying your messages for them.
That's
for
wild.
Pennies.
Yeah.
So you're talking to a guy, more than likely, number one. Number two, it's just a shocking thing to do if you've got a girlfriend spending all that money.
You know,
you could have literally spent it on her.
You know, this is quite common. Like, even back home in Horsham, which is like you went through the other day, you poor thing.
Never again.
There was a story not long ago, like just before Christmas, of someone that broke up in a long-term relationship because their boyfriend was subscribed to OnlyFans.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's quite common that, people are finding their partner is subscribed to this stuff.
Yeah, so I think he's a shocking boyfriend, terrible, and I'm shocked she gave him a second chance. Even after the fact he was sleeping with his ex.
Yeah.
That's inexcusable. So I think it's a good commission for her to take. She should have taken 1,000.
Probably bare minimum, yeah.
I think two wrongs don't make a right, but in the case of he can clearly afford it.
Yeah.
You know?
Take more, sis.
Literally. Nah, you're not the asshole. I think she's not the asshole.
Yeah, but for future relationship advice, just don't give him a second chance.
Yeah, if
after
they're
they cheat.
messaging anyone behind your back,
Know your worth, sis.
literally, get the hell out of there.
Queen. Queens don't deserve that type of treatment.
Literally.
Second up for the Am I the Arsehole segment is... Her name is... This guy has been trying to talk to me and my friends feel like it wasn't working, so I friend-zoned him. We have been catching up as friends since then, but had to sleep in the same bed at a party where I was drunk and we hooked up. I still just want to be friends and haven't talked to him since then. Am I the arsehole?
Wow. It's a lot to unpack. So you've friend zoned this bloke and then given him some ass
Just shake the booty.
and then
Take with the
ghosted the
carrot.
man.
Stop playing with his emotions, girl.
Oh, I don't know if it is that bad. I don't think if you're a free spirit and a lot of people regret having sex when they're drunk.
Yeah, it's all about communication. If you guys didn't communicate that you were just friends and you let him on, then maybe a little bit of an arsehole. But if you were both on the same page, then...
But she's feeling shame and guilt, and that's why she's ghosting him, which she doesn't need to feel. I feel like it's just an honest conversation away from just making very clear to this poor bloke.
No regrets, sis.
I'm going to go ahead and just say I don't think she's an asshole. I think the ghosting part's kind of asshole.
I think you should explain yourself. You know what I mean? If you've been catching up,
wrong.
yeah,
A lot of people regret having sex, man.
just communicate with him that you don't want to talk to him anymore and then move on.
Yeah. I'm going to go not the asshole on that one. I think
I'm going to go not the arsehole.
we've been
too,
pretty
yeah.
unanimous, actually. Let's
Yeah.
find something we disagree on. Am I the asshole? I was seeing this guy for well over a year and was sus about him and one of my good friends. They both said nothing was going on, so I continued seeing him. At my birthday, I caught her out with her lies and kicked her out of my party and stopped being friends with her. Okay, so I'm assuming kept seeing him means they weren't officially dating. Situationship.
One of them ones.
Turns out they had been hanging out the same time me and him had been. Sounds all too familiar. Fast forward to a month later, I hear they are at a boat party together.
Oh,
in
God.
which he blew me off to go to. When I got there, they left and started walking down the street. So I jumped back in my car and swerved towards them to scare them.
Oh, my God.
I may have gone a little too close instead of giving them a little scare and almost ran them over. Am I the asshole?
Oh.
For context, this boy had been talking to me much longer than he had known who my friend was. So technically, she was the other girl.
Sharing's caring, guys.
If it's a situationship, there's no rules.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I don't feel like it's fair. There's no rules.
Yeah,
That's why you don't enter into those things.
Friends are usually off boundary. Like, you
Yeah.
know that as a general rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Well, where I'm from.
Yeah, well, no, for sure. For me,
Yeah.
it's like I'm one at a time, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's so bad. No,
Yeah.
I don't think I think it's like probably a bit scumbaggy of him. But then if you actually hit them with your car,
That's a crime. That is a crime.
dead.
Every day of the week.
gone. They've lost their families have lost them.
Yeah.
But it is hilarious.
It's pretty funny. Like, it's something, like, if you think about it, it's something you and I would do, like, just swerving a mate.
Yeah.
Like, if I saw you with a girl, I'd be
Yeah,
young.
hey.
I'd be carrying on. I'd probably
do
make
it
sure I
with
hit you,
the car all the
though.
time. I like pretend to hit poles.
Look, man, I would hit you, and then I'd reverse back over you. Make sure I finish a job.
Maybe I'd like it. See you in the car park.
Hey, you need a girl to do that with me.
What do you think?
I think you've taken it a little bit too far with the swerving.
I'm going to go ahead and say he's still the asshole.
Yeah.
There's not rules in a situationship, but it's like, why would you see, of all the people in the world you could see, why would you see someone's
That's
best
exactly
mate?
what I look at it. There's millions of, the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever you're into, but there's millions. Why? And that's with when friends go for someone that, like, I've been with or something.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no need.
Oh, I just find it, yeah, there's literally that many people
And
out
if,
there.
if the girl that you were with is going to go with one of your mates, that says a lot about her too.
Another thing I really don't understand is one person not enough?
Yeah.
I literally could not fathom trying to have those kind of conversations by text or phone with multiple people at once.
It's a full-time job.
It'd drive me insane.
Maybe you should try it.
Some people do it really well. Not me. I can't.
It works best when you're in another country.
I think the swerving the car, yeah. I saw this.
It's easier to get away with.
I actually saw this TikTok and it was like long distance works as long as the four of you get along really well.
You said it to me. I was pissing myself. In your case, the three of you.
It's true. Yeah. Sounds like a really good guy.
That was hilarious.
Bring him in. I'll pay for his flights for Australia too.
Just invite me to a gig, man.
Yeah. No, I think the swerve in the car, pretty reckless. However,
But funny.
hilarious.
Like, I can relate. Like,
he is
it's
an
just-
asshole.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're an asshole for doing that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I'm on the same page as you. Last one for the episode. Am I the asshole? This man kept hitting me up on every social media platform and would send me unexpected dick pics and harass me. I was 18 at the time. He was 26. I made it very clear that I wasn't interested and ended up blocking him on everything. And then one night, he found me out and would not leave me alone. So I thought I may as well use this to my advantage. Got his credit card and proceeded to use it on myself, my friends, and some other random people I met. I returned the card later that night. Am I the arsehole? I think it's pretty stock standard for girls to use guys' cards for drinks on a night out. I think this is pretty normal.
But I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you don't want dick pics anymore from this guy or him to keep harassing you, you've gone the complete wrong way about it. Seriously.
That's true. She's opened up a
people that
a
are
big
gross
opening there,
like
yeah.
that and keep doing that sort of stuff, you kind of feed.
They're not right in the head to be sending unsolicited dick pics.
Unsolicited dick pics, the guy's an absolute loser. Actually,
It should be illegal, yeah.
literally. However, you're poking a bear with that because now he's gonna think he's gonna read that as
Yeah.
her and her friends like me.
He thinks that's an in for sure.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Not the asshole. She's not an asshole for that.
Not
at
the
all,
arsehole.
But he's a scumbag.
And if he gave you the card, then
not at all,
Yeah.
not she's not even close to the asshole.
Yeah.
But in terms of like creeps like that, you kind of just want to stay as far away from them as possible.
yeah, don't give him any time of your
He's
day.
26, sending photos of his Johnson to an 18-year-old. That's just not right.
That's not right at all, man.
Even
but
if you're
even
sending it to
doesn't
a
matter what age you're
26-year-old.
Yeah,
Sending an unsolicited dick pic is one of the most depraved things you could do.
exactly.
Really?
It's freaking. It's like who sits at home and goes, oh, she'll love this.
It's so
I only get
bad.
my 1 inch out and show her what I'm made of.
Literally. And it wouldn't have been a nice, pristine photo. Good
Nah.
angle and lighting. It would have been, you can tell already. What
Nokia
the photo
6120 type setup.
Yeah, it would have been pixelated,
Yeah.
dark, horrible looking,
Hairy.
in his dirty, multicolored undies.
I think that would have been undies.
Yeah, that's just so gross. I don't get how people do that. But also, that kind of reminds me of this funny story. I used to work with this guy, and he was about 40 years old, and he was on dating websites. And
It's always cooked when they do
he's
that.
like, man, check this chick I matched with Tinder on. Stunning.
Fake.
All professional photos that look like they'd been used somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, two's perfect. Then she's 26 and she lives in whatever country it was. Anyway,
No.
he was talking to me every day and I was like, how's it going? And I was like, bro, I think it's a scam. He's nah, man. Look, she sent me this photo and it's like a professional photo in like a bathtub of her in lingerie. I was like, oh yeah, she's gorgeous, but I don't think that's her messaging you. Like this broken English. Anyway, this guy was a drinker, so he'd get drunk at night after work. And I think you can see where I'm going with this. So he came into work one day and he's, I think you're right. It was a scam. I was why. He's like, she kept asking me to send her money for her granddad's funeral.
They always do that.
Her
It's
granddad's
horrible.
funeral. I was like, yeah, bro, that's a scam. He's like, yeah, I don't know why she's asking me for money. I was like, bro, it's probably not a she, number one. But number two, like,
And
it's a
you'd
scam.
send it. Yeah, yeah.
And he's like, F. And I was like, why? I was like, you weren't sending any dick pics, were you? And he's, no, I did. I was like, you're sending a guy photos of yourself.
Oh,
It
no.
wasn't even the girl.
And if you're on the other end, that you're trying to trick this guy into sending money, it's not worth looking at another man's
Literally.
genitals for a little bit of coin, a few shekels.
But imagine the shame he would have felt. Like, oh yeah, it
Oh,
was
the
a scam.
embarrassment.
But he said he did it when he was drunk at night after work. And I was like, bro.
They need media training for these older people.
They should do a course.
They
It's
should.
mandatory.
Before you get access to these
My
accounts.
mum got a message from someone saying,
Trent. It was me.
My mum got a message saying you need to pay a toll for your car.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere then.
And mum entered in her visa details online.
Oh, no.
And she's, I got a toll for your car, Jordan, my brother, because she was using his car because she just got into Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I was, Mum, the transport agency wouldn't send a toll for Jordan's car to someone who's just started an Australian number.
Technology's getting crazy,
Doesn't
Mum.
own a car. I was like, you don't have a car registered to you. Why would they text you? And how does a transport agency have your number? And I just saw it clicking over in her head. But she didn't cancel the card.
Oh no.
So she's probably getting like a $3 hit.
Yeah. And they do it every couple of weeks.
Yeah, so that it just slips.
And then it's not fraudulent, it doesn't come up as fraudulent.
Yeah, so it slips my mind.
But like it happens to the best of people. Like I know he was a number 1 draft pick like probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
He got scammed like I think 2 years ago of all his savings. Couldn't get it back.
How?
Plays AFL. Don't know. He clicked on some email and put his details in.
No way, and they just rinsed his account dry.
Yeah.
And that didn't come up as a warning in the... No way.
Yeah, just rinse the whole lot.
You just got to be so careful, eh?
So he was kicking his Sharon around the MCG for free.
Literally. That's shocking.
Yeah.
Imagine you'd saved all that money, like, I'm getting ready to buy a house.
Yeah.
I always think, like, whenever I enter my card details in somewhere, I'm always double checking the website, and then I'm putting in Trustpilot as well.
Yeah. These scammers they're getting smart.
Well, apparently, 80% of them can be located to certain cities in the world.
Yeah.
I watched this guy on YouTube and he like infiltrates them.
I've seen this.
Jim Browning, and he hacks their CCTV footage.
Yeah, and he puts what's showing on their computer screens on the live, and they just shit themselves.
Yeah, he shows their faces and
It's
everything.
wild.
That's really cool.
I would love to be able to do
We need to
that.
go visit that city, man. See if we can get a job.
Yeah, you'd be good at that actually.
I think I'd be a great scammer.
Ripping off the elderly.
My tactics might go a bit unhinged. I know your address, man. Transfer the money or I will burn your house to the ground. Alrighty, guys.
Alrighty, guys.
Thanks,
guys, for listening.
Thanks so much. This episode was brought to you by New. We've had some pretty massive sponsors on board. We're blowing up.
Force.
Making this harder for me to edit.
No, thank you so much to all of our sponsors.
We won't name them because we'll be here for a long
we
time.
might as well. Centrelink. We actually love you guys. Thanks so much for the support and everything in between. You guys are absolutely the best audience we could ever ask for.
Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. Trent and Zac Show, YouTube, Instagram, and OnlyFans is coming soon. So we'll let you know when that's up.
It's going to pop up on the screen right here. The producer's going to have a great time editing that. Catch you guys next time. Stay cowardly, and
we love you all.
we love you.
Maybe we should do an OnlyFans.
Should we?
Potentially.
You can do it without it being sexual, right? We could do a naked podcast.
Oh, do I have to edit that?